Yo, Darren and Jason, we breaking the matrix. Circuits and codes, we shaping the basics. Switching the system, yeah, we the mutation. Tech disruptors, innovation and station. Iterate stomping, algorithms popping. Bytes getting flipped, watch the data start dropping. We the ones they fear, Wi-Fi in the gear. Crypto in the veins, blockchain pioneer. Screens glow cold, but the minds run hot. Silicon dreams in the terabyte plot. Hacking the globe, yeah, we shatter the mode. Data overload, watch the future explode. Disrupt the code, break the mold. Tech disruptors, we too bold. Darren and Jason, the future sold. Plugging it like on, watch it unfold. Laser shot focus, the lens stay zooming. Zones in the air, AI's booming. Deep dive tech, no room for illusions. Cloud in the sky, no room for confusion. Fiber optic flows, connections insane. Hacking the mainframe, rewiring the game. Blueprints we sketch, revolutions we fetch. Echoes in the net, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Tech Disruptors podcast. My name is Darren, and this lovely gentleman,
My name is Jason.
And we're back for another week of tech and everything that tech brings, all the craziness that tech brings. Now, Jason, I'll start with you.
Yeah.
You've been following a lot of these tech stories this week. And you sent me quite an extensive list this week.
Well, we had a guest last week, and he was a really good guest.
Yeah, we missed a few stories. Yeah,
so we were more engaged with him than we were stories, which is fine. So if you look at my run list, it says 6 and 7. Like, oh god, I just said 6, 7.
You said it 6, 7. Sorry,
that's not what I meant. But it was episode 6 and episode 7. I mixed them together. Man, I just said 6, 7.
Yeah, all the young people who are listening are at home losing their mind because
we just gained a bunch
6,
of viewership. Yep,
we just gained 100 subscribers just like that.
Give this video on YouTube 67 views or more.
Exactly. If we get 67 views, Jason will get 6, 7 tattooed on his neck.
Well, I don't know about that. Maybe my forehead.
Yeah, fair. So it's funny. This week's been an interesting week because I usually when I'm looking for content for our show, I frequent our regular websites like Engadget, The Verge, Mashable, etc.
Same here. Yeah.
But there's been a lot of robot and AI stories this week, and I want to say more than I remember there being.
Okay.
But the one that caught my attention this week is actually a throwback to our show that we did back in February of last year.
Okay.
So for those of you who are our foreigners, our foreign listeners, especially if you are Chinese, then you would know it's Chinese New Year currently being celebrated. I think the 16th to the 20th. I think it just finished. Mm-hmm. But last year around this time, we showcased China's CMG Spring Festival Gala. And you may remember we showed a video of robots doing dancing and karate for the very first time. I
want to say it was like a traditional dance, wasn't it?
It is a traditional dance, yeah.
Right.
Now, they've just released their follow-up New Year's celebration. And I'll share the article up on screen here. This is from CNBC. But what is interesting here is, and this is what caught my attention, when I watch this, and I'm going to show you a clip in just a second, I am shocked at how far they've come in just 1 year. Now, you may remember last year, Jason, it was kind of like tacky. They were dressed in like traditional Chinese attire and were doing some basic dance moves.
Yeah.
This time around, it's a little bit more complicated than that.
So it's not like the Russian robot that like walks out and
No, it is not like the Russian robot who just fell over when it came out. What's
interesting
legit.
Is technology is, in all generalities, is moving super quick.
Absolutely.
AI and robotics is exploding. So
huge.
It's not surprising, but I'd like to see it. I saw the article, but did not see the video.
So let me pull up the video here. I'm going to pull it up on YouTube. So they do.
Well, while you're pulling up that video.
Yeah.
Off topic here. So I'm big into smartphones, and we both are. And I recently purchased a phone, the Moto Signature.
Yes. Oh yeah, I heard about it.
So this is Motorola's flagship device, and we had an article, or we talked about the Motorola's budget brand phones not getting
the recognition.
Anymore. So
that's right. Yeah.
Right. So the Signature series is like their new way moving forward. I'm taking it like all new flagships are gonna be Signature. 7 years of updates, 7 years. But I don't know. I don't have a case. It didn't come with a case in the box, which pissed me off.
That's kind of cheaping out Motorola. Come on, you're better than that.
Here's the other thing. I live in North America. It's more specifically the United States. It will not be available in the United States.
Ooh,
only overseas. Now, it works perfectly on T-Mobile here. And so far, Darren's been asking me about this phone since I've had it. Only about a week. I haven't had a whole lot of time to like really push the cameras. I've taken a few pictures here and there. Man, I haven't had a Motorola device in a long time. And I would love to say that this came here, it would sell like hotcakes, but it probably won't because Samsung and Apple just run it. But it's not an elite chipset. It's just the Snapdragon 8 Gen 5. But man, this thing is buttery smooth. It feels good in the hand.
Always was though. That's the thing with those kind of devices. I know it's been a while since we've like had a decent Motorola phone. I think the Razr, I guess, has been.
Well, the Razrs are that's their bread and butter right now. And then we got the Fold coming. But the Signature series, if they would release that here, I don't know if it would sell well unless they had carrier, buy-in.
It'd have to be cheaper.
Yeah. And this is a flagship price phone. I think in the UK, it's going for over $1,000 converted to US.
Yeah.
So it's not a cheap phone, but I think they've done all the right things. Fast charging. I think it's only a 5,200 milliamp hour battery, but it lasts forever. I don't understand how they do it.
I mean, Motorola's always been one of those brands where you kind of go, okay, you're paying attention and you kind of really want them to, I think we talked about this on a previous show where I was like, Motorola's that brand, they're kind of like the underdog. You really, really want them to do well, but they just keep disappointing you. It's kind of like a kid in Little League.
And it's kind of like OnePlus back in the day. Like they make fantastic devices, but the cameras have always been just a tad bit behind. And so far, I would say that kind of holds true. They advertise gold status on DxO. I'm not sure what the hell it is.
I don't know what that means. They probably paid for that.
It is in the top 10. It's number 8 on DxO. If that makes a difference. But either way.
Which is good. For Motorola, that's really
honestly,
good.
It's no Vivo.
Yeah. But, well, it's never going to be Vivo, though. I mean,
if you guys are interested and you're on T-Mobile in the US and you want to import it and you want to find it, I think they run about $900 on eBay, maybe.
Ooh.
I know. But it's a really, really good device. Only problem is I'm going to say I have the UK global version. There's no case in the box, and I was really surprised by that. So I went on AliExpress and have to wait 16 months before my case comes here. I probably won't even
and pay $8,000 in taxes.
Well,
and tariffs.
We're not touching the tariff thing. That's a touchy thing. No. But it's a very good device, and if you're interested, take a shot. But make sure you get a case. But anyway, sorry to diverge from robotics.
It's okay. It's okay. So back to we were talking about Chinese robotics. So this time again, last year we showcased the CMG, Spring Festival. Now again, the clip you're about to see.
What does CMG stand for? Chinese Machine Group?
China something or other. But the point is, and what we're getting at is, we showed this clip from last year's 2025 festival, and the robotics display was, for the lack of a better term, kind of shit. This time around, in 1 year, I think your mind might be blown. So I'm going to share the tab here, and I'll let you guys see what I see.
Those aren't robots. Just so everyone
knows. Those are humans. But you'll see them behind there, dressed in red.
Look at that. Oh my God, that's already impressive right there.
Look how good that is.
For those who are listening, these robots are mimicking human movements very well. Okay. Humans can't crouch like that.
Watch this part with the sword desk things.
Wouldn't you be scared if you're a human that doesn't get screwed up or something? Wow.
They're dancing together with a human. That's crazy.
So I wonder how it's synchronized. Obviously, the humans have to learn synchronized movements, but the robots also have to be programmed to this too. So that's a lot of, right there is a huge feat.
Yeah.
Wow, that's impressive.
Now, yeah, one of the things I think that shocked me about this, and I'm just going to keep it on screen while we're looking here, is just kind of the fluidity of these robotic showcase here. Like,
oh yeah,
these are robots that just last year we were making fun of on this show.
Well,
we
they were
saying,
dancing in unison, which was impressive, but they weren't doing a lot of advanced movements like this, like backflips and stuff.
Yeah, this.
So should we be scared?
Yeah, honestly, I saw this. And went, uh-oh. Like here,
this is playful. We're the kids,
but
dancing
like, what's
with
them doing? This is parkour. They're doing parkour. Robots doing parkour here right now.
I mean, in the words of a movie no one's ever seen, maybe you've heard of it. This is Knuck and Futz. It really is.
Yeah.
I mean,
so,
this is it scary though? So this is playful. It looks cool, but is this what we're? I mean, I don't have any ill will towards China personally.
Yeah,
but, countries fight. There's tariffs. There's boats in the water. Whatever. Is this something that military wise we should be worried about? I saw the video a couple weeks ago where they're putting guns and knives in these
and sword last week we were showing.
What was the machine gun? It was like a drone with a machine gun.
Yeah, the drone with it was a robot dog with a drone on the back that had a machine gun. Like I don't know.
Like seriously, this thing could like wear that dress and be dancing around, and all of a sudden just pull out a freaking gun and start going crazy.
Well, I mean, I think what's scary about this, and like I'll put a link to the website here in the chat here. The scary thing about this particular video here that maybe is a bit concerning is like we always say like, the big thing about robotics and AI is that it won't be real until it's fluid.
That looks
pretty fluid for
now, I will say this. They don't mention AI. So I'm assuming these are all pre-programmed with what you just said. So I'm not too concerned like those are thinking like in live like the humans are. Those are all but just the fact that
but put a brain in that and that's game over. Like that's all it takes is one brain.
What was the movie with Scarlett Johansson where she was Ghost in the Shell? Is that what it was?
Ghost in the Shell. Yeah.
Jeez, I watched it the other day and I'm like, God, that's freaking crazy. Like this kind of shit can really.
That can happen, yeah. So anyway, the Chinese New Year is here. Their Spring Festival Gala showcasing probably some of the craziest robotics you will ever see in your life. A little bit concerning. Just a little bit concerning.
I would say so.
Now, speaking of big showcased events, I wanted to show you one more kind of funny one before we get into
I thought you were talking about a future one coming up next week, but no, okay.
Well, we'll get back to that in a second. We will come back to that in a second.
I don't have any articles on it, but we haven't talked about yet. I think it's the 25th. I have articles. I mean, I've read articles on it, but I didn't put it in our run sheet because, well, I'm just not that impressed.
What's happening on the 25th?
Isn't that the Samsung?
The Samsung. Oh yeah, I got it on my run sheet. I was going to get to that.
You're like,
I had no idea. Happening? I was like, what's happening on the 25th that I don't know about? Anyway, so for those of you who have been living under a rock, another major thing happening in the world right now is the Olympics.
What?
Now I know, right? The Winter Olympics. I know.
And I think this morning you're in Canada, and there was a hockey game, and I think you made a comment to me like, "This is what Canada does," and I'm pretty sure that
what we do is lose apparently because we lost to the US.
It was a good game in overtime.
Yeah.
So.
Now, I've been watching it on and off, but I want to pull up what I believe might be the greatest thing to ever happen at a Winter Olympics. Now, granted, the Winter Olympics don't count. Sorry, people in cold countries, but that doesn't.
Wow.
But there was an event, and this was, I believe, downhill skiing or cross-country skiing that was totally upstaged by someone else that wasn't a part of the event.
Oh, so, okay, yeah.
I want to show you this clip here.
I've never seen this.
Which might be the greatest video ever.
To say that is domesticated.
He's
to enjoy the finish as well. Hadžić of Croatia across the line.
Now, didn't they honor him or something?
Racing to the line there. The crowd clearly enjoying this.
Yeah, that's not a dog, right? That's a wolf.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, the biggest cheer of the day is not for any of the skiers so far.
Now, I just want to rewind, and I'll just kind of mute this here.
But here's what's funny is no one's even like worried about it. Like it just keeps. I could see. I thought the crowd was gonna go nuts when it crossed the line.
Yeah.
Honestly.
So for those of you who are listening or maybe not watching live here, in a cross-country team sprint qualifying match between, I think it was down to like Sweden, the United States, or Canada, I can't remember who the countries were, like maybe 100 meters, 100 feet from the finishing line, a dog from the local area just decided to run the last 100 feet with the competitors, like crossing the finishing line in third. But this dog just was having the time of its life.
Could you imagine if that dog won?
Yeah. Oh my God, can you imagine?
Yeah.
So this dog just kind of went, you know what?
Smelled their butt and like, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Look,
the dog
nobody even
looks
cares.
so happy. No, it just looks so happy, man. The dog just ran the last. Look at this like slow motion footage of it, which I found so funny. He looks so happy.
It's a beautiful dog, though. Look how beautiful that dog is. Jesus.
So it ran on, and so here's where it went. Oh, people are leaving. I'm going to join this race. So the dog went up to the camera and said, "Hey guys, how's it going?"
That is a good angle. That's
and
really
then
cool.
it just went, "I'm going to run with you guys because these guys are running with you." And this thing's just booking it down the ice.
He loves it.
Just
look at that.
Yeah, look at that face, man. Like hilarious moment of the Winter Olympics. You don't see a lot of these on TV if you're not watching closely, right?
And I know here in the U.S. there was the I don't even know what the thing was that. It's a tragic event. The was it downhill slalom or whatever, and the girl had a torn ACL, but she went anyways, and she totally wrecked. Oh my God, that was hard to watch. But look at that. That is hilarious. Yeah.
They've got actually like a heat radar vision of the dog running down.
Yeah, but they were talking about how like somehow the Olympics, I thought they honored the dog somehow, or like playful. I mean, this is a dumb question, and I honestly have not been watching the Olympics.
It's okay.
Where is it being played at right now? What country is it in? I don't even know. Yeah, exactly. So we're really following it really closely.
Yeah, we're really following. I have no idea. Italy. Sorry, it's in Italy. It's in Italy. I'm sorry, I had that wrong.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's cold in Italy right now, obviously.
Yeah. So really hilarious moment. Now, I was trying to find the footage of this one. I think this might have been done. There was another clip that happened. I think it might have been today. So you know the where they go down, hit the loop, and flip through the air and then land. I don't know what that's called.
Yeah.
I don't know what that event's called. So they were panning between.
We're a tech podcast, okay,
we're
guys?
A tech podcast. I know. We're talking Olympics, but anyway, they were panning between the competitors at the top of the slope who were about to go downhill and do some fancy jumps.
Okay.
And as they pan across the competitors, doesn't one of the coaches slip and go ass down the slide all the way down the hill? Like all the way down. He just slipped off the edge and went straight down.
You know, it's funny is social media is like killing the Olympics. Like, and not in a bad way, like sometimes in a bad way, but like we talked about the certain events injecting their crotches with fluid to make them more aerodynamic. There's been
some funny stuff, man.
I swear to God, I read an article about like an STD that's going rampant in like the camps or something.
Oh, of course. Yeah, at every Olympic it's just like that, though.
But you know what I haven't heard? Where's the Samsung special
edition? They
do. They have one? Okay. I haven't heard much about it.
I'll pull it up.
I'm assuming it's a flip, not a fold.
It's a Flip 7. Yep.
Flip 7, okay.
I'll pull it up for you so you can see what it looks like.
I always wanted to get my hands on one of the special edition Olympic phones just because
it actually is quite nice looking. Like I actually think you might want one once I show you this image. So here is the special edition.
Look at the case. So oh, that's right. Samsung does not have Qi 2 wireless, but with the case you can use it.
But look at that design, like the gold on
blue. Oh man,
it's actually seriously very, very impressively.
So how long do you think it would be till this is available used? Because people in Olympics don't care about they go back to their Apple.
Oh, 100%. I'm going to give it less than 2 weeks. You'll be able to buy.
I would love to have my hands on that, and I probably wouldn't sell that. But the problem is, you can't collect phones, especially Samsung devices, because it'll probably start swelling.
Yeah, and then blow up. But so anyway, Special Olympics edition, a Z Flip edition. So just some really funny things happening in the world of the Olympics and dogs running the tracks and all that fun stuff.
Let's talk about design.
Yeah.
When I say design, I mean you got Nothing and CMF who have based their premise of their company on design, right?
Yep.
Not like form over function kind of thing. But when you think of Apple, what name comes to mind when you think of design?
Johnny Ive.
Who doesn't work for them anymore.
who doesn't work for them anymore, but that's who I think of.
Yeah. So he just announced this.
Oh, there you go.
He designed the interior for the Ferrari's new EV. Now, you know me. I know you kind of gave up on EVs because of the cold climate. 100% agree. I mean, I understand. I'm an EV guy, and I'm not saying I'm an EV guy like I've had a bunch. I've only had one. But
this is true.
This is a Joni Ive designed interior. So I don't know if you can see that picture. I can't really make it any bigger.
It's
it looks like
iPads. Yeah.
So this is probably not. It says from Ferrari, but it looks like a bunch of iPads. But either way, I don't know if they show anything else here.
Oh, there you go.
I mean, that's kind of cool. It's retro, but I'm assuming those are screens.
Yeah, I'm assuming like an OLED screen or something on the inside if it's Ferrari.
Right. It says here it's a familiar aesthetic. I can't believe. What was the reason why Joni left?
I think he just wanted to pursue other things. I don't think it was like any bad blood or anything.
I thought he had went to some AI company for design.
I mean, maybe.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's impressive.
I mean, Apple's been known when Joni Ive was there was, less is more.
Yes, 100%.
They've kind of lost their way, especially with the OS. But look at these. I mean, I don't have a Ferrari. I'd love to own a Ferrari.
Yeah.
But man, I don't know.
See, I actually think there should be a lot of cross-pollination in tech and cars, only because of the world we live in. And if you think about like Tesla and all these EVs that have all this technology, I mean, even my car's a hybrid and it has a massive curved like AMOLED display inside the car, which is just incredible to see. It's an amazing thing to see. But I dig the physical buttons mashed with like the touch screen. You see in that picture there, you've got like the buttons at the bottom there.
And if you go on YouTube and you watch any YouTuber who drives exotic cars, they are very minimalistic. You're paying for performance and
100%
raw power. And the fact that this looks like an iPhone kind of, but it's probably a small screen, but you don't need much. Why are you focusing? If you're driving a Ferrari, you're not focusing on the screen. And it's funny, I just saw a video of, I don't know what the new Ferrari is called. It's a typical gas.
Gosh,
know. It's like the best sports car right now, supercar.
Yeah.
And of course, there's a video of them drag racing a Tesla.
Of course.
Well, I don't know, whatever the performance, the Plaid.
Yeah.
And the Plaid just doesn't spank it, but still beats it. And it's like a third the price.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but that's EV.
But that's EVs, right? Like that, the acceleration on the EV.
Now, this picture we're seeing isn't EV. Look at that. I mean, it just looks.
That's I'm assuming that's in the ceiling. Like you flick the buttons, maybe?
It looks like it is the SOS button. I'm assuming is like your hazards.
Yeah.
If you have hazards on and you own one of these, it's going to cost you a pretty penny to get that fixed.
How much is it? Does it have a price?
Well, this is just like design cues. It doesn't even say which.
So it doesn't know which one it's on yet, but it's coming.
Yeah. So look, he was acquired. So it looks like, Ive's AI device startup was acquired by OpenAI for $6.5 billion. This dude can.
What is Johnny? Hang on a second. I'm going to look this up. I want to know Johnny Ive's net worth.
Oh, what
Hang
the
on
hell?
a second.
He seriously had an AI company and sold it to OpenAI for $6.5 billion. Why is he even working for Ferrari? Just because he loves design? There's no other reason why.
Yeah. So basically, he is worth around about 200 mil.
Well, as I said, when you say company, it's 6.5 billion. It's
that goes to everybody, right? Yeah, that's not like that's cool. That's a lot of money.
I mean,
I wish I was John
here
Ive.
at Tech Disruptors, we're not quite at 200 million. We're
I'm sorry,
million.
I actually had that completely wrong. He's worth worth more than $1 billion. Yeah. So basically, between his OpenAI deal, his design firm, which is called Love From, his real estate assets. Yep. His real estate assets and his Apple fortune, it's over $1 billion.
Okay, so you said
so we should have invested in
$1 billion.
Yeah.
So where does Tech Disruptors? What is our net worth?
Well, they actually have like levels of net worth. So there's like green, yellow, red, and then black. We're actually below black. Like they haven't got a color that can go like darker than black yet.
If you saw my teasers on X and promoting this
is true.
tonight, and the thumbnail. We are award winning.
We are award winning. This is
I'm not
true.
really sure what award we've won, but we are award winning.
Top 100 on Good Pods. That counts for something. Right?
I mean, that's I'm thankful for that. I really
Me too. And look, if you've been watching this show the last couple of weeks, we are definitely pushing to get onto Netflix podcasts. So Netflix, we're going to keep saying this out loud so we can like mess with your little algorithm. We would be an amazing addition to a tech podcast on Netflix. Could you imagine a tech podcast on Netflix with these guys there? Amazing. People would watch.
I just shared on Instagram our thumbnail and hashtag Netflix podcast. I mean, come on.
Could we be the first duo to win an Emmy for a podcast on a video Netflix streaming service? What could you imagine if that happens? I am definitely going to dress up for that. Not just like a tuxedo t-shirt.
I'm definitely wearing a tuxedo shirt for that, for sure.
We will both wear tuxedo t-shirts underneath a tuxedo.
Okay.
We'll go double tuxedo. Double tuxedo, long tail, maybe a hat.
Can you imagine? Hat. Not a nothing hat.
No, like a wide brim Indiana Jones-esque hat. Be amazing.
Not a top hat.
No. Now, speaking of design, we'll keep with that word of the day for today. What if I was to ask you what you consider to be the best classic retro arcade game? One that has been turned into an app, one that's been revived, one that people still play, even though the game was released like 30 years ago.
Me personally, it would be like Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat, but I'm thinking more for this is more like Pac-Man or something like that.
Okay, so you're close. You're close. So have you heard of the company called Game Pop?
No.
Okay.
Well, you see the arcade over my shoulder, which is
I know, yeah.
That's not Game Pop though, so I'm not sure
what
Game Pop is.
So Game Pop is a company, and they've released what they call the GP1. Now, I'm going to show you the video before I explain what it is that you're seeing, because I think you might get a little confused if I try to explain it.
Okay.
So I'm going to show this video here. Just give me a second to maximize it up. So this is their product.
Today I'm toying with Tetris on the cover of a magazine. It's literally paper thin. This is the Game Pop GP1 playable magazine system, and there are only 150 of them in the world. It's officially licensed by the Tetris company and designed by Kevin Bates, the guy behind the Arduboy open source game system. It's effectively a playable book cover for Red Bull's Gaming Culture magazine, and it's actually not bad to play. The paper cover gives a bit of spring atop the 7 capacitive touch sensors that make the buttons of this machine. 180 RGB LEDs shine through the paper and glue, powered by a 32-bit ARM chip on flexible circuits just a tenth of a millimeter thick. You can even recharge its 4 2016 coin cell batteries with a deconstructed USB-C port for an hour or two of battery life. Kevin Bates told us it's so durable you can hit it with a hammer, so I did. Seems okay. Technically, its thickest point is as much as 5 millimeters thick, but it really does feel like I'm playing on paper, and the rest of the magazine's pretty neat too. Just look at this table of contents. I do just feel a little bit weird about the whole Red Bull thing. Surely Red Bull could afford more than 100.
Okay, so this game...
Hey, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. So, a few years ago, my family bought me I don't know, it was a Father's Day card. I think it was a Father's Day card.
Yeah.
And, it's always got like sound or a pin to wear, but it was a Super Mario theme.
Okay.
And it literally had buttons on it. And when you push the button, the front would light up and it would play the Mario theme, and you hear that like when it got a mushroom.
Yeah.
And it was very similar to this. Now it didn't have like a matrix where you could actually play the game.
Yeah. But
150 of these, and they're already out. So I'm going to assume if you find one of these in the wild,
it's rare.
So this is what is this?
So the Game Pop GP-1 is the name of. So this was Red Bull's like gaming magazine. Apparently Red Bull has a gaming magazine. I didn't know that. But this was like an exclusive cover for their edition of that magazine, I'm assuming. And essentially it's a playable Tetris on the front cover of a magazine. If you've seen a magazine cover, you know they're like barely a millimeter thin. And essentially this one is exactly that. You get to play it live on the magazine cover, which is just crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Yeah. Good luck finding that.
Yeah, it's really hard to find. I noticed that too.
I've never heard of the magazine. It seems like it's maybe over in Europe somewhere.
Well, I'm going to assume Red Bull don't really make a lot of magazines, so I'm going to say Europe would probably be a solid bet. Now,
I think it's cool as hell. Like if
I
had that, and I'd obviously keep the magazine as a collector's item.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
Now, for those of you who may be familiar with these AI companies, you probably heard of OpenAI. OpenAI is kind of like one of the best AI companies potentially. Now, they've Johnny Ive. Speaking of Johnny Ive, is going to be helping OpenAI with their very first smart speaker. So OpenAI has come out and said that they're going to enter the smart speaker game, but with a built-in camera.
Okay.
So I want the reason I bring this up, Jason, I wanted to ask you about this.
Well,
all this AI stuff we have.
Sure.
Yeah. Are smart speakers the play? Is this our best?
So when they say smart speaker, is it going to have a screen?
I don't know if I actually didn't. I don't remember reading if there was going to be a screen on there. Yeah.
Here's why I ask. Because Google and Amazon have owned the smart speaker space for God knows how long. And even worse, Google, not anymore, they were licensing out the Assistant into Lenovo, Sony. I mean, everyone could use it. I mean, your phones have smart. I don't understand. And they put a camera in it. Well, the Pixel tablet is basically a smart device with a camera built in.
A camera. Yeah.
I don't understand. I don't understand the need to, out of all the AI plays, it's better than an AI pin or a Rabbit R1, whichever one. I'm getting Rabbit R1. I'm not talking bad about it. But I don't understand why. Like, what is it? A $300 speaker? I don't. With a
it's a lot. It really is.
But with no screen, what's the camera for?
I don't know. Oh, for Face ID, apparently. So I think I read this when I read this earlier on.
That like profiles.
So I think maybe as a safeguard against kids using it, perhaps, or like accessing data they shouldn't be, which is really not a terrible idea. Like, it kind of makes sense for an AI product to have.
I could almost think that the Google Pixel tablet can do the same thing with profiles to unlock.
I don't know.
I bet you can.
A little old now.
It's old, but it's got the newest version of Android, and it's got a camera, and it's got face unlock. Most Pixel devices, well, it doesn't use that true 3D mapping. Most of my banking stuff still unlocks.
Still works,
on Pixel. So either way, I'm not talking bad about it. I just don't think smart speaker. I don't care if it's a camera or not. I don't know if that's the play. Google and Amazon have owned that space.
Yeah.
Apple's coming out with one too, isn't it? Isn't Apple getting
allegedly. I mean, we don't know. Apple's making fucking stands for their phones.
Hold on. Keep talking about this, but I want to talk about an Apple article. I got an Apple article I want to talk about next. And you're going to love it.
Before we jump out of it, can we just quickly talk about, because you mentioned Pixel.
Of
Did
course.
You hear about Project Toscana?
Yes. I don't know much about it, but we'll see.
Okay, so Project Toscana is Google's answer to Face ID on Pixel phones. So you may remember back with the Pixel, I think it was the Pixel 4.
Yes, Sora. Or not
Pixel
Sora.
4, when they had...
was it Sora? No, that was the radio.
I don't remember.
They had a 3D sensing, didn't they, on that?
Yeah, so back with it, when it's the 4th edition of the Google Pixel, they had amazing Face ID.
I know.
Like, it was incredible. Like, better than the Apple's version of Face ID. And then they bought the company that they leveraged it from and tanked it. Right. And we never saw it again. We've only had 2D face unlock.
And it's pretty good. It's still pretty good.
Yeah, but not great.
Right.
Now, Project Toscana is their answer to the Face ID. And basically, they're talking about bringing back that technology with the Pixel, I'm going to assume 11 series that will come out later on this year.
Why?
But apparently, this is meant to be like a upgraded version. So apparently the feature is being tested right now on Pixel phones and Chromebooks with early testers. Using So basically they're using a prototype device.
Okay, so I guess Air devices wouldn't have the hardware, but okay.
So what they're doing right now is essentially they've given these prototype devices to these testers, and they're recording all of these data under different lighting conditions to pump into the algorithm that'll unlock the device. So you know, like a lot of smartphones struggle with low light face unlock,
especially with the Google Pixel, because there's no 3D mapping. Yeah, right.
So basically, they're saying they're going to fix the Pixel problem by training the hell out of this Project Toscana. And hopefully that will mean you will have better than Apple's Face ID, crucially and especially in low light. Yeah, and even Apple stuff will say that, right?
Does this mean it's going to have like the 3D mapping? Well,
hardware? We don't know that yet. Like they're a bit cagey about the information.
Because here's my problem with it. You know, the Google iPhone, for as advanced as Face ID is, I still prefer having the option for fingerprint as well. Yeah. And we talked about with Juan last week, like the LG G8 had both. I think if they added a 3D, I don't know. It's more screen real estate we're going to take away.
Yeah,
that pill. I don't care how small it gets. It's still a pill, and it drives me insane watching certain content.
Yeah,
and a selfie camera is not any better, but it's a lot smaller. You know?
Yeah, I mean, again, like when it comes to this kind of thing, I think Google's always trying to compete with Apple, and any company is always trying to compete with Apple.
I think Google does better, but they did give up too quick.
So I would argue top 3 Face IDs would be Honor first. I believe Honor already has conquered Apple.
The only thing I've noticed with those kind of phones, and I believe that Honor is better, is that what I've noticed when I import those in the US, a lot of my apps won't support because it's not like my banking app isn't a huge bank. It's more of a localized.
Right. Okay.
So they still require, now with Google, it works fine.
Yeah.
Face unlock.
Yeah.
But when I had the Honor, I had to use my fingerprint.
Yeah. So I never had that issue here in Canada. I guess banks just don't give a fuck here. But
no, if you have like Chase or a well-known bank, that makes sense. A well-known brand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like Honor would be first, Apple would be second, and probably Google would be third.
I'm impressed how well Google's Face Unlock actually works.
Yeah,
and having the 3D sensor. Yeah,
and also it works pretty good in low light now, but I think they're trying to master it.
It needs to be better because mine never works at night. And when it's dark, it doesn't work for me ever.
That's just your face. I can't help that.
Well, it's ugly. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. But yeah, so anyway, for those of you who have been waiting for Google to get their shit together when it comes to Face ID, finally, Project Toscana is being tested right now.
Do you think that Android users really care? Or do you think Google's trying to appeal to Apple users and make the switch?
That's honestly what I think. Yeah. I think they're trying to make it even more appealing now that they've got this partnership with Apple. I honestly think they're trying to go, well, we're going to make something better.
Okay.
They're trying to go in here. Yeah.
We could do what's AirDrop now. If you have a Pixel, I think 10 and 9 now. I think 9 just released. I still don't have a need to AirDrop anything to any iPhone user. I don't get it.
Well, we're not MacBook users, and
I use QuickShare, and I have QuickShare to myself.
Yeah, no problem.
And you can AirDrop to other people, but I don't have a need to AirDrop to.
But the day will come where you take a photo on your Pixel phone and you want to send it to your iPhone toting friends, and that's when it's going to pay off. When you can
send it to RCS.
Yeah, but it's not the same. The quality diminishes, right? It's
not as much as you think. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And all those screenshots from all those websites you like to frequent, I mean, you want them in high quality.
Well, the screenshots are usually blocked out and blurred. I don't know why. It's so stupid.
True, yeah. Stupid Net Nanny. Yeah, anyway, for those of you who don't know what Net Nanny is, that's your homework for next week's tech podcast. Yeah, let's go over to a story. You had a story on yours that I wanted to touch on. I'll let you see if you're on the right.
You know what I'm on. You know exactly.
I know where you're going.
So, where do I want to start? I don't want to bash Apple. Again, Apple makes great devices. They're not for me. I've even had a 17 Pro. Not currently. There's a place for Apple. There's a place for Android. I don't think Apple should take over, and I would really wish people would actually open their eyes to other brands and like, look,
Correct.
Apple isn't the end all be all. But one thing they've really struggled at is, for some reason, kind of blanked out on me for a second there.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know what I clicked. I almost thought I left this chat for a second.
They struggled on AI.
Yes.
Apple Intelligence isn't very intelligent.
No, it's not.
So
Yeah.
they were courting people to help them, right?
Oh,
They
yeah.
were courting a lot of people, and they made an agreement, a large agreement with a small company called Google.
Right.
Well, it looks like
Oh,
they're
no.
still struggling. Apple's Siri revamp reportedly delayed again. It says Apple has been promising a new and improved cutting-edge AI-powered Siri since the first unveiled Apple Intelligence 2 years ago. Yeah,
2024.
Well, it says over about a year.
Yeah.
So it's expected to launch with. It said while the new Siri was expected to launch with the upcoming 26.4, which I had no idea. And
yes,
which is in March, which is next month. Now changes are expected to roll out more slowly.
My God.
So the changes are rumored to make a long-time digital assistant more like LLM, so large language model chatbots that have swept the tech world. But instead of opening up ChatGPT or Claude, your iPhone or MacBook, you would be able to just talk to Siri, which will be powered. So you're just talking to Google Gemini.
Yeah, that's what you're doing. That's exactly what it is.
What would happen if Google's just like, or Apple's like, you know what, we're done with Siri. We're just going to use Gemini.
Yeah. Honestly, just do it.
Do it.
Why? Yeah, just get rid of Siri, man, and just say we got Gemini. We have a Gemini integration.
Look, Apple's not making money off of Siri. They're making money off hardware.
Losing money, probably.
There's no subscriptions attached to Siri. Just do what you're doing. Make trillions of dollars. Let Google charge them $100 a year for whatever, and the free version ain't bad.
Yeah, honestly, job done.
How many times are we going to hear this shit? Like,
I honestly think Apple has an event coming up next month, the 4th of March.
For the iPads and stuff?
Yeah.
Boo, I don't care. Okay. Anyway,
so I honestly think they had full intentions to have Siri 2.0 ready for the March 4th event. I really do believe that's what they were going to do.
Are they going to talk about?
No way.
So you think, if this article is true, if TechCrunch isn't like a fly-by-night article company, it's pretty well been around for a while. So you're saying to me that if this is true, they won't mention shit about AI at the March.
So you know what I think they're going to do? You know what I think they're going to do? So this is how I'm going to think like an Apple exec. Okay. So you've got a new iPhone coming in September. That's not really that far away, really, if you think about it for a tech world.
6 months from March.
Yeah. Okay. Correct.
Correct.
So I think what you'll get in March is, you know how when you have the option to activate, was it OpenAI to get extra results on
click here. Yeah.
I think they're going to activate a button and it will go straight to Google instead of ChatGPT. That's what I think they'll do in March. And then I think hopefully, ideally, best case scenario, they'll roll out new Siri in September with the new iPhone.
Okay. So they're not going to talk about that change. You're just going to.
They might mention it, but I don't know if it's going to be the focus of like a release.
Apparently, think Apple's really going to advertise. Oh, Google Gemini.
Yeah. Well, so you know what I heard, and I might as well talk about this now.
Well, hold on before you jump forward.
Yeah.
So, scale of 1 to 10. 10 being it's going to happen 100%. 1 being not at all. In September, the iPhone 18, whatever they're going to call them. Yeah. Even there's a fold coming out. I don't know. What's the chances of Siri 2.0 being ready in September?
I reckon by September, yes.
No, a scale of 1 to 10.
I'm going to say 3.
So you don't think it's going to be ready?
I don't think it'll be 100% ready, but I reckon they're going to use it as marketing for their phone.
Yeah, but this is what they did with Apple Intelligence in 2024. Like, oh, it's going to be the greatest thing, and then they bombed.
But they have to mention it. Because I'm going to
say 5. Because at this point, they know I'm like 50-50. Like, look, you spend $1 billion or whatever they did for Google to help you. How hard is it for you and Google to work together? I mean, I know they're arch rivals when it comes to hardware, but Google is just software, basically. I mean, the Pixel is a blip on the radar compared to what the iPhone and Samsung.
I don't know. I don't know. Like, I think, I mean, obviously they want to have it ready, but they're also, I don't think they want to piss people off in March. I don't think they want to do that. I think that's a mistake. No, if you're saying we're going to have it ready by then, at the very least, bare minimum, a button. So instead of your like deep Siri queries, go
in
to
March. In March, yes. You're saying in March,
yeah. So your deep, Siri queries go to Google in March, and like full integration by September.
Yeah, I mean, you have to switch from chat. If you're paying Gemini money, you might as well use it. And Gemini is pretty damn good. And I think what's great about Gemini also, people don't agree with this, but Gemini is more restrictive. It has more guardrails than ChatGPT may have. And that may piss people off. But I think that's what Apple wants, right?
Yeah, they want security. That's exactly right. Yeah,
that's the most secure phone ever, right?
Yeah, well, allegedly. Yeah. Now, speaking of the Apple event, so I heard a crazy rumor about this Apple event today that they're not going to do a launch video.
What do you mean?
So you know how they have their big like launch, live stream, whatever.
Okay.
Apparently, from what I heard, and this is there was another source, I think it might have been TechCrunch or one of those ones. They were saying that instead of doing like a big fancy live event, they're just going to have a staggered release on March the 4th of all of the different new products. So basically, like iPad will come out first, followed by new AirPods or whatever.
So they're not going to announce it; they're just going to release them.
Yeah, like there might be like a little video, but like more of like a promo 5-10 minute kind of thing, but not.
Think about it. If you have nothing like groundbreaking, like no new Siri updates, why do it? But that's not typical of Apple. Always
that's exactly right.
Well, I hope. Look, whether or not you like Apple or not, I do like to watch live streams like Nothing and Xiaomi.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And sometimes they're funny and terrible. Like Google for the longest time was like a pre-recorded half-an-hour show. This last year they did the whole thing with Jimmy Fallon, but
well, I mean, what they're apparently going to be releasing is not that special. Like they're going to have a budget-friendly MacBook, which is basically worse than the MacBook Air with 3 colors: cyan, lime, and
now hold on. It's insignificant to us, but if you're an Apple user and like you get the 17e, you get the cheapest MacBook, and that's and you get the iPhone Watch SE or whatever, you're in the cheapest.
Yeah,
I mean, technically,
we might see a new MacBook Pro with an M5 chip and Max chip. So there's talk about that. iPads, I'm imagining just a spec upgrade. I don't think we're going to see anything fancy there. They did their upgrade for that a few years back. I would love for them to release a new iPad mini, but I don't think we're going to see an iPad mini anymore.
I think the iPad mini is going away. And here's why.
Because of the fold.
The fold. I mean, we got the trifold, and we've got all these folding devices. I think the iPad mini is kind of going to the wayside. Yeah.
It almost makes me want to pick one up, knowing that I think this is it. This is the
I owned one, and I thought I'd like it.
It's about as big as your folding screen right now.
Yeah, you could say that. Yeah, for sure. And I don't know. Yeah. I don't care about the iPad mini. I mean, I think it's for kids. If it's a reasonable price, give it to the kids. Let them.
iPhone 17e, like, okay.
I had to article that. I don't care.
I don't know. And then basically here,
look, Google Pixel 10a just came out, right? Or 10a, and I'm not impressed with that. It's basically a 9a. It's all it is. Yeah. But with that being said, with the trade-in values and all that stuff, price-wise, it's not a bad deal for kids.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
If I'm getting my kids a budget device, it's really hard not to look at like the Vivo's 70s and what we've been seeing from Juan was talking about. But let's switch gears a little bit.
Yeah.
So we talked about the iPad mini going away, right?
Yeah.
Because of
the fold.
Right.
The Apple folding phone.
You mentioned to me, now we both have, I don't know if you're using it. I know you have
it right
one.
here.
Okay, so you are using it. So you showed me some case that.
Honestly, the 2D case, this one, it's amazing.
I bought this from Amazon for like $15. It covers the It covers the, the hinge.
The hinge. Yeah,
it's perfectly fine. It's got the magnet in the back. But anyways,
nice.
I hate to show this video or this article, but
just do it. If
I'm going to tear the Band-Aid off, but look, the trifold's coming out. There's already problems with the screen.
Yes, there is. I read this.
So everyone listen, before you get too like, oh, Samsung sucks, they're terrible. Hold on.
Yeah.
Remember one thing. Let's say they sold 100,000 of these. And they may have, because every time they freaking put them online, they're sold out. And there's no trade-ins, no carrier deals. They're $3,000 here in the US, $18,000 in Canada.
In Canada, correct. Yeah,
so
100% correct.
I don't know. It says with any new phone, you're going to have issues, right?
Of course. Yeah, there's always going to be issues. Yeah.
People complained about the Samsung S series having that green line that show up and the screen would go out. But remember, people, Apple, Google, whoever, a screen that folds is going to have problems.
Exactly. And it's unavoidable at this point, right?
Well, here's the problem with the trifold.
Yeah.
So with the Google Pixel, like I can use it like this, right?
Yeah.
And then if I want to open it up, I can. I don't really open it that much. Sometimes I do.
Yeah.
But the trifold has it's a slab phone or a full 10-inch tablet, 11-inch tablet.
That's exactly right. There's no in between. Yeah.
So, and you have to fold it 3 times. So it says here, the user reports that they did see some green flash with some suggesting that it could mean something is wrong with the display cable.
Yep.
Which would be caused by folding. Another person in the same subreddit shared their display troubles, showing a video of the display flashing to white and becoming unresponsive.
On a $5 million phone?
But here's the thing, it sucks. There's no screen replacement.
Of course that's not.
Samsung has to replace the entire device, I would assume.
Yeah, it's
luckily the phone is still under warranty, which Samsung will be able to replace or repair the issue. So again, guys.
Yeah.
First gen trifold product. I had the Fold 1, and people complained when the screen was bad. I never had any issues. I didn't pull off any screen protectors either.
Yeah.
I still want to try this.
Oh,
this
me
would
too.
replace so many. I would have one device.
Yeah.
I could edit videos. I could use my YouTube channel. I could edit videos on this because there's LumaFusion, everything.
So there's a guy in my area on Facebook Marketplace. He's had a trifold listed. It's the Chinese version. He had it listed for...
No.
Oh, no, let me finish. He had it listed for $5,600.
Ooh.
And he's now at $4,950.
No.
And still no buyers.
Darren, you know what sucks? If you had the $3,000 in the US,
absolutely,
I would ship it to you. But here's the problem: damn tariffs.
Oh, I know. Yeah,
make it even worse. But yeah, I mean, if they did trade-ins,
sad, right?
like if they gave me $1,000 for my Pixel,
well, that's what I said to you. We had a conversation about this. So, if anything to hold on to that Pixel, it would be to trade in for a future folding device, like the Z Fold 8 wide passport version.
I'll be honest. If I'm going to get a fold, it's either going to be a trifold because it's a huge tablet.
Yeah.
Or it's going to be a wide. Pixel Fold 1 had it right.
Yeah. Yeah.
It did.
Honestly, if the rumors are true and Samsung's coming out with a Z Fold 8 wide.
Oh, they are.
Yeah. That's my next folding phone. That would be my next one. Unless I get one sent to me for a review, which is probably not going to happen. That would be my next folding device. But having said that, I want to say just really quickly. So I had very limited time with when it came out.
I'm so glad you're using yours now. Isn't it nice?
It is really nice. Yeah. But what I will say,
it's chunky. It's chunky. It's heavy.
But it's a lot better than I remember it when I tried it a few months back.
Yeah.
Surprisingly so. Like I maybe without the comparison to the Z Fold 7, and now that my brain's kind of like cleared out the memories of the Z Fold 7,
which is hard to do.
Which is hard to do.
It's super.
It actually is thinner and a little lighter than I remembered it being. And with a nice slim case like you and I have, like it makes a huge difference.
I will say this. So yesterday I opted in for the Android 17 beta.
Oh, yes.
But I haven't been able to, I opted in, tried to download it. It's not working. So what I found out is you're probably on the same security patch. If you're on the February security patch and you opt in, which I did, it's going to wait till the next beta release because the current beta release is on a January security patch. So it's going to wait. So
that makes sense.
I don't know about you. I'm excited for Android 17 because every version of Android, it's not a huge update, but they
just
refine.
Yeah.
Whereas Apple seems to like add more junk. Like you swipe all the way to the left, there's like some weird folder system, and I don't know. I will tell you this: the Moto Signature has been by far the most. I know it's early in the year, but probably the most surprising phone so far.
There you go.
I do have a Vivo Global coming.
Oh, you bought one?
I'm just going to say I have an X300 Pro Global version coming. I sold my CN version. I can't release that information. No.
Fair.
I can't. I have a son who's going to be turning 1.
You need a camera.
In a year. Well, not a year. Jesus Christ. At the end of this week.
Yeah. Oh, a week. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Fucking hell.
We were talking about it. So
how did that time go?
I know. And I have DSLRs and but I'm really busy with kids and family and parties and cake.
Yeah.
I want to have a device that I can actually take a good picture with. So I'm
going
to take
my other device.
I'm going to take the Moto. I'm going to take the Pixel Fold and the Vivo. I might just kind of swap.
Do a comparison.
I'll get one of those big try
things,
and walk around the party taking pictures.
Now, one thing we will just quickly mention, because it is happening this week, is the Samsung
event.
We
have to talk about this.
We have to talk about this. So, Samsung event. Yes.
Before you talk about any of this.
Yes.
Are you going to pre-order an S26 Ultra?
I need to see...
If you don't get one for review.
I won't get one for review because Samsung never wants to work with me. Fuck you, Samsung. But I will say I need to see more details on the S26 Ultra confirmed stuff before I can make a call. If I do it, it would probably be trade-in, probably for the Pixel Fold. But only...
That's what I was going to say too. Yeah.
But only if there's something that really captures my attention. I don't know if there's going to be enough this year to kind of be like, I know someone posted a video on X this morning of that new privacy feature where it like blacks out the software.
I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care either. The cameras have to be better because they were just not good on the Ultra.
I was on X, and I don't know if you know him. I think it's called Ike Talks Tech.
Oh, yeah.
I want to get him on the show, so if he's watching, please get on here. He had posted like, oh my God, this is the first year ever that the Oppo and the Vivo are coming out with Ultras.
Yeah.
And like, I'm excited. And I said, dude, what are you talking about? Go with the Vivo. And he's like, well, Vivo's not the greatest phone. I said,
camera-wise?
He goes, hardware, the Oppo, I don't care about the hardware as much as I do the processing.
Yeah.
And he was cool. It wasn't like we were arguing. But if Samsung... something I read was the apertures are kind of bigger, which is good, I guess. Yeah. But they still have the 10 megapixel weird 3X.
And apparently, from what I read, the telephoto cameras are lesser than last year.
Which, again, I don't care so much about the hardware, but their processing has always been... Yeah. I will tell you, out of all the 10X plus zoom, Samsung has always done pretty
good, yeah.
Google does good with considering they use AI. And Honor's AI in the past has been terrible with Zoom.
Just terrible. I
mean, but so you're saying if you can get $1,000, let's say they give you $1,000 on trade.
If they give me $1,000 for the Pixel, I would probably trade it. But I would again. I don't want to jump in there this year because I did it last year and I used the S25 Ultra for about 4 months. Mm-hmm. I consistently used it. It was my main device phone.
It was a good device.
It was good. Was it as good as the Fold 7? Absolutely not. The Fold 7 could have been phone of the year last year. And not because it had
better... Well, let's not compare it to foldables. Let's say slap phone to slap phone. Samsung's initial release here at the beginning of the year always seems to hold its weight. Like
It
even
does, yeah.
now to the end of the year, the S25 Ultra is not no slouch. It's
Oh,
no
you
slouch
could
at
still
all.
you could still use that and be more than happy with it.
It's 3 times more powerful than our Pixel 10.
Yeah.
But
again, it's not about the power, right? It's more about like the
know.
experience. Again, for me, the S25 Ultra was a good phone, but not a great phone. I was disappointed with the cameras.
Sure.
Battery was just okay, and the battery's not changing, so that's also a factor here.
The other side is if you guys like to import phones, you might as well F yourself on trade-ins because they only take like trade-ins from Google or
exactly.
Samsung
Yeah, it has to be, and
Apple.
that's again hanging a North American phone.
That's why I'm hanging on to the.
Not a bad idea. So
I'll be honest, the Pixel Fold.
It
the
is
only reason
good.
why I kept the Pixel Fold is because it's really good. The software is amazing. It's got ultra wideband, which I know no one gives a shit about. But for me, having a Tesla, I don't have to have ultra wideband to unlock my doors.
Yeah.
But Bluetooth can go to sleep.
Yes.
So when I lock up my car, it's always unlocked. Ultra wideband gives me more features for my Tesla.
Yeah.
Than Motorola has ultra wideband. So I may.
There you go.
If Samsung, what's tomorrow? 23rd.
Yeah.
So
Wednesday.
So Wednesday, if the S25 is worth it,
S26. But yeah,
S26, whatever. I may trade it. I don't know. I don't care about the S Pen. The screen says it's updated.
The screens are always good.
You talk about. Read the article. Let's see what.
So basically, what we know is you're going to get basically S26, S26 Plus, S26
slightly different look.
I think it's a bit more uniform this year, and I kind of like that. Like they're all going to have the same basic design. Here is a little comparison image.
Is that from Ice Universe?
Yeah, so Ice Universe. This is like
a huge leaker. Yeah, he's a huge Samsung leaker.
Base model comparison, not a lot of difference apart from the chipset. Pretty much exactly the same all around for the base
battery
model.
Wise too, right?
A little bit bit bigger on the battery with the S26.
What's the bigger battery? I don't know.
Right here. 4300 versus 4300 versus 4000.
That's not the Ultra though.
No, sorry, hang on. What did I just do? Hang on a second. What the hell? Hang on a second.
Well, the reason why I asked is because what I've seen, it's the same battery as last year, not silicon carbon, and you would assume with a better processor, you're going to have better management and better efficiency, but I don't know.
Yes. Sorry, let me pull up what I was trying to show you guys, which is this. See if it works now. There we go.
There you go.
So basically, the base model is nothing changed. It's going to be pretty much exactly the same as
processor-wise, maybe a slightly different screen. They set up these companies have this like super ultra duper screen. Like they're saying something different about the dynamic AMOLED.
And then the Plus model, again, a little bit different, but very, very similar. Like almost identical.
Is that 12 gigs of RAM? Is that what it says? The base is no matter what?
No matter what, you're getting 12 gigs of RAM.
256 though, there's no 128 anymore, which is nice.
No. But same battery size, no changes in the S26 Plus model. Now, he doesn't have the Ultra, which part of the reason I think is because we don't really know a lot about the Ultra.
I wish Samsung would purposely leave us in the dark on the Ultra.
Here is what we know, right? So if you look on the screen now, I don't know if you can see that, read that, Jason.
No, I heard no Qi 2 again.
So no Qi 2. Hang on, I've lost my window. Where are you? There you go. So basically, new cameras will be slightly raised, a new metallic finish, aluminum frame.
Right.
Not titanium, aluminum frame.
Whoa, Apple. Whoa, what do you know?
I know, right? The QI2 support is a maybe.
Well, they'll have it, but you have to have the case.
Yeah.
Hold on. QI2. Apple and Google have it built in. Do you think if Samsung separates it so you buy one of their cases?
Of course, 100%. That's exactly what they're doing.
What a fucking crock.
So,
anyways,
we don't really know a lot about the S26 Ultra. Basically, we know it's going to be, it is their flagship phone besides their foldables.
And one thing I'll tell you about the flagship from Samsung, it holds its weight.
It does.
Always great at everything. It's not the best.
Yeah.
Just like the iPhone. I think the 17 Pro Max is great at everything it does, but it's not the best.
Not the best. Yeah.
I think, and like the Vivo. Vivo by far is my favorite camera phone.
Yes, 100%.
I mean, it's the best at everything else. Probably not, but I'm sorry if you use a phone for a certain thing like camera, and it's the best camera, you'll be okay with some
little quirks, we'll call them.
Yeah. You have the global. I never had the Vivo 300.
I've had no issues with the global version whatsoever. Everything works. Circular search, Gemini, all of the shit, all the features, all the stuff. Emails come through. Like, I will say on the Vivo Global, for some reason, it doesn't like Gmail. So you have to do a little, you have to like flip it to boost mode and then back to balanced and the battery settings. And then it unlocks Gmail for some fucking reason. I don't know what that is. That might be just an OS issue. But besides that, everything else has been spot on.
Yeah, I mean,
so yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. I'll tune in on Wednesday.
Yeah, like I said, we'll it's 10 a.m. PT. I'm not Pacific time.
Yeah. So normally what happens here in Canada for me, like I get a discount through work for Samsung. So I think it's like 10% off, and you get like an extra year.
So it'd be $3,000. That's cool.
Yeah, so basically going to be $3,000. So yeah, I don't know. I hope the price has not changed dramatically. I have a funny feeling we're looking here at Canada at a $2,000 phone.
Wow.
Well, I mean, the S25 Ultra was $1,900. So I'm going to assume.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So I've been to shop Samsung app. I have an account.
Yeah, me too.
I've owned multiple tablets. My kids both have Samsung tablets. I think this year we're going to move them to I'm thinking possibly getting the S25 FE.
Yes.
My youngest has a Nothing Phone 2.
Yes.
And my other daughter has a Lenovo Think Phone, the first one. They've both been running great, but they're getting long in the tooth a little bit.
Yeah.
But anyways,
S25 FE would be a great phone for.
Best Buy had a deal for like $400.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean,
I would say even an S25 Edge. If you can get an S25 Edge for $400 to $500.
The problem with the Edge is the battery life, and my kids are constantly watching media.
Right.
So
okay.
It would burn. Yeah. I would love the Edge if they were when I bought them at $699.
Yeah.
Now they're back to normal price. It's not cheap anymore.
Yeah. But anyway,
it's got better battery. So
that's the Samsung event. It's coming out this Wednesday. If you're a big Samsung fan, make sure you tune in. Go to their website and sign up for pre-order. They give you $50 off of accessories.
Well, it's $30 for here in the US. What the hell?
Oh, 50.
Come on. Well, because Canada has to pay more.
Yeah, we're going to pay $8,000 for the phone. So yeah. But anyway, that actually brings us to the end of today's show. My name is Darren. This lovely gentleman.
My name is Jason.
And we were live every Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, Good Pods, Twitch, anywhere you find amazing tech podcasts. And if you're not already liked and subscribed, please hit those buttons. It means the world to us. We do this out of the goodness of our hearts. And we would love to be able to one day pop up on Netflix, and we could be like, remember
we joke about being the award-winning podcast, but we would someday would love to be the award-winning show.
Exactly. Can you imagine? And no, crazy. Now, next week we have our special guest, Dean from Mobile Syrup, if I remember right.
Great.
One of our favorite guests.
You're right. That'll be March 1st next week.
March 1st, actually, yeah. So he'll be here as our special guest next week, and bringing all of his worldly Canadian knowledge to our Tech Disruptors podcast.
And dealing with us, of course.
But we will catch you guys on the next one. Thank you very much for tuning in.